Southeast Asia is rewriting the rules of travel, with the Philippines dropping visa requirements for Indian tourists starting June 8th. A tourism tsunami is sweeping across the region. From the beaches of Bali to the temples of Bangkok, countries like India, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines are unleashing a powerhouse mix of visa-free entry, bold travel policies, and irresistible cultural experiences, igniting an unprecedented surge in regional tourism. Driven by bold moves like the Philippines' visa-free access for Indian nationals, whose tourist arrivals jumped 12% in 2024, this regional wave isn't just a seasonal spike. It's a revolution in the making. Southeast Asia is tapping into India's booming outbound market, turning paperwork-free travel into a competitive advantage and making the region a dream playground for global explorers. The message is clear. Come one, come all, no visa required, just vibes. In a move that's shaking up the Southeast Asian travel scene, the Philippines has unlocked visa-free access for Indian nationals, effective June 8, 2025. The policy allows Indian tourists to enter the country for up to 14 days without a visa, provided they meet certain conditions. The response? Immediate and explosive. According to travel visa platform Atlas, searches for travel from India to the Philippines skyrocketed by 28% within a week of the announcement. Practically overnight, the Philippines jumped from being the 8th to the 3rd most searched Southeast Asian destination among Indian travelers, now trailing only Thailand and Indonesia. This isn't just a flash in the pan. Analysts project a sustained surge. With increased visibility, travel confidence, and simplified entry, Atlas forecasts an additional 20 to 30% growth in Indian interest in the coming months. The Philippines is no longer a distant island dream. It's now a top-tier, accessible getaway for one of the world's fastest-growing travel markets. The visa-free shift has ignited travel plans across multiple Indian traveler profiles. Couples and honeymooners are leading the pack, making up 42% of recent travel searches, drawn to the postcard-perfect beauty of Palawan, Boracay, and El Nido. The relaxed entry rules have clearly opened the door wider for romantic getaways that previously faced bureaucratic hurdles. Not far behind are the solo travelers, accounting for 27% of all searches. Mostly from urban hubs like Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore, these adventurers are embracing the freedom to travel independently, now unburdened by visa red tape. Families, who comprise 21% of the recent surge, are creating richer itineraries that blend the beach and city life, pairing Cebu's coastlines with Manila's urban flair. Meanwhile, there's a promising spike among first-time international travelers, many of whom were deterred by complicated visa processes in the past. For them, the Philippines now represents a hassle-free launchpad into global travel. Fueling this momentum further is the announcement that Air India will launch non-stop flights from Delhi to Manila starting October 1st, 2025. This will make Air India the first and only airline offering direct connectivity between India and the Philippines. For travelers, this means shorter travel times, smoother plans, and spontaneous holidays made easier. As Air India CEO Campbell Wilson put it, the introduction of our Delhi-Manila route is yet another step in our mission to connect India with more of the world non-stop. This move isn't just logistical, it's transformational. For short-haul vacationers, honeymooners, and weekend jet-setters, this direct route is a powerful incentive, positioning the Philippines as a compelling, convenient, and now visa-free destination. While the doors are wide open, the Philippines is keeping the system tight and secure. Visa-free access applies strictly to tourism purposes. Travelers must hold a passport valid for at least 6 months, have confirmed bookings, show proof of onward or return travel, demonstrate adequate financial means, and maintain a clean immigration history. These measures ensure that while the experience is simplified, it remains secure and well-regulated. India isn't just a rising travel market, it's rapidly becoming the driving force behind Asia's tourism revival. According to the latest Expedia report, India's outbound tourism is on track to hit a massive 29 million international trips by 2025, generating a projected $62 billion in revenue by 2026. This explosive growth is not just reshaping regional dynamics, it's redefining which destinations win big in the race for the Indian tourist. A big reason behind this outbound boom: simplified visa processes. A joint report by Thomas Cook India and SOTC Travel, India Holiday Report 2025, reveals that 44% of Indian travelers actively prefer destinations that offer easier entry, such as e-visas or visa on arrival. In an increasingly convenience-driven market, red tape is out and seamless access is in. The numbers tell the story loud and clear. In just the first 2 months of 2025, more than 5.09 million Indians traveled abroad, a 6% year-on-year increase. With rising disposable incomes, aspirational travel goals, and better global connectivity, Indian travelers are no longer waiting for someday. They're booking now, and they're choosing destinations that roll out the red carpet with friendly visa policies and quick access. The Philippines' bold visa-free move isn't happening in isolation. It's part of a broader, calculated shift sweeping across Southeast Asia, as nations rush to tap into India's booming outbound tourism market. Across the region, visa relaxations have become the sharpest weapon in the battle for traveler attention, and the numbers are proving just how powerful these policies can be. Leading the pack is Malaysia, which clocked an impressive 10.1 million tourist arrivals in first quarter of 2025, topping the Southeast Asian charts. A major factor? Its visa exemption policy for Indian and Chinese travelers, now extended through 2026. By removing bureaucratic barriers, Malaysia has rapidly positioned itself as a go-to destination for high-spending, high-volume travel segments. Thailand, a perennial favorite, isn't far behind. With 9.55 million arrivals in the first quarter of 2025, it remains one of the most visited nations in the region. For Indian tourists, visa on arrival options and strong marketing campaigns have kept Thailand at the top of search rankings and booking charts. It's the perfect mix of convenience and experience. Meanwhile, Vietnam is emerging as a surprise player with serious momentum. With 9.2 million international tourists in just the first 5 months of 2025, the country has seen rapid gains, particularly among Chinese and Indian visitors. Vietnam credits its surge to relaxed visa policies, improved travel infrastructure, and smart, targeted marketing, all of which are making the destination far more accessible and appealing. And then there's Indonesia, another top search among Indian travelers. Like Thailand, it's reaping the rewards of visa leniency. With Bali as a honeymoon and leisure hotspot, and Jakarta rising in connectivity, Indonesia continues to benefit from being early and aggressive in courting Indian tourists through simplified entry requirements and visa on arrival convenience. By tearing down visa barriers and strengthening air connectivity, the Philippines, India, Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam are doing more than just competing for tourists. They're redefining what seamless travel in Southeast Asia looks like. These nations are strategically aligning themselves as regional leaders, catering to a broad spectrum of Indian travelers, from honeymooners and families to solo explorers and first-timers. Tourism experts are already projecting a steady and sustained rise in Indian arrivals across the region. And this isn't just a temporary spike, it's the foundation for a long-term shift in global travel patterns. With policies that reduce friction and enhance flexibility, these countries are fast becoming not just desirable, but achievable for millions of travelers. As Mohak Nada, founder and CEO of Atlas, puts it, the removal of visa restrictions has clearly lowered the friction for planning travel. With this policy shift, it's no longer a distant consideration, it's an immediate contender. What we're witnessing is the transformation of Southeast Asia from a patchwork of scenic spots into a fully connected tourist-first region where affordability, accessibility, and authenticity converge. The message to the global traveler is clear. The doors are open, the flights are ready, and Southeast Asia is no longer a bucket list dream, it's your next stop.